Alrighty. Good evening, everybody. We are starting up a little bit early to try and get those top of stream ads out of the way. Because capitalism. And because sometimes Twitch doesn't want to notify people. And so we need to give Twitch some time to sort itself out. Hey, KP, how's it going?
Hey, KB.
You had something delivered recently. Got a doggo visiting this week. How exciting. You had something delivered for your house. I'm trying to remember what it was. I can't remember. Whatever it was, I hope it's amazing and that you're enjoying it. I went to B&Q at lunch today because click and collect is a thing and it's wonderful. I'm looking at this drawing table a little bit more in detail now, and I see quills and I see ink, and I see off the top right corner what looks like that purple gothic print note.
Yeah,
and I'm seeing a dead bird. What is that about?
And is that the Gertner house?
No, it says Johann Bauer Farm, because we were spinning, remember, right at the end there? That's where we're at. Hey, Ducky. Hey, Lavalish. Backdrop kits to build a recording booth for podcast editions. That was, I think, the rice cooker is what I remember. I don't remember the backdrop kits, but ooh, do share. Those sound amazing. I have acquired more skills and things for the painting of radiators, because the radiator in the guest room we are currently decorating is ancient and has to be scrubbed of old bad paint before new shiny primer paint can be put on it. So that will be my next project. That and ordering samples for everything in the world that I want to try, which is unfortunately a great deal.
There's a lot of stuff to try.
There's a lot of samples coming, including more paint samples. I'm very excited about them. Just a reminder, folks, top of the stream there will be a short bout of capitalism. So if you come in and you hit ads right away, please do not panic. Can you please to be putting on the socials?
I will be putting on the socials as we speak.
That would be lovely. All right, it looks like the ad is running, so for those of you who can still hear me, hooray! Welcome to the stream. For those of you who can't hear me, I hope the ads don't involve J.K. Rowling and Harry Potter, at least. That's about all I can hope for these days.
What do you mean I hate Jewish people? Look, here's a Jewish character. He has no lines in the book. His second name is Goldstein, and he's half goblin. Why are you all yelling?
Yeah, exactly. Well, self-reflection is a thing that does not occur very often. Hey, Herbin. Hey, Anwich. Ads are running. How was your day, honey?
My day was pretty good. I had a driving lesson, and it went great.
Yay! And we did click and collect at lunch.
We did click and collect at lunch, and I did a bunch of forward and reverse parking, and I finally have the special awareness for it down, and then we came home and did some work and watched a movie, and I watched Underwater, which is on Disney Plus, and involves Kristen Stewart with a buzz cut, frantically doing science, whilst definitely not Cthulhu happens outside her underwater mining base. It is a good time. Ask me how I know this is a good time. Ask me how many times I've seen this film. 3. The answer is 3. I've seen this film 3 times. I actually own it, I think, on disc, and yet I watched it on a streaming service when I found it.
Very well. So you get to watch a movie. I got to do click and collect at B&Q. I got recommended the E-Mart backdrop stand kit on a podcast disc corner since I don't have a walk-in closet anymore, and I have to build a blanket fort to record. 2 kits plus a bunch of quilts works. I need to perfect the engineering though. E-Mart backdrop stand kit. Please excuse me while I do a quick Google.
If you could maybe drop a big old link for that, that'd be great.
Do a little old Google here. E-Mart backdrop kit. Interesting.
Mick!
Hey!
Hey, buddy, how
you
doing?
Mick? It's good to see you. Folks, we've got about another 30 seconds for the top of stream ad. I'm seeing backdrop kit as in like green screen. Is that what you're talking about, KB? Or are you talking, is there a different kit for... So now we're totally talking about audio and kit builds, which sounds fantastic, which is great. Okay, I think we're done with the top of the stream ad. How about you give us, let me load in, and you want to give us a quick, for photography. Yep, okay, cool. Or green screen. We have that.
We do.
We have that. That's where Ghost Couch comes from.
I love Ghost Couch.
Because our couch used to be green.
And then
we were using a green screen, and therefore the couch disappeared, and it was very funny. So we had Ghost Couch. So it is no longer dark. I should find someone to eat with. Okay. Yes, you should. I think we just finished the spinning. How about a recap?
Previously on Pentiment, you need to imagine the Kong from Law and Order as either choral or as a harpsichord. Like,
yeah, a harpsichord would be very good.
Basically, we're playing an artist who is on secondment to a monastery in Middle Ages European Germany, and he's been paid very good money to copy out a book because this is immediately...
This is where we are. We're in testing.
Yeah, this is in the opening stages of the printing revolution. So he and the monks are about to be out of a job.
Are illustrators.
And they may have realised that. And the distinctly asshole-ish, and we spent a lot of last week finding out just how fucking asshole-ish Noble, who has commissioned the book, was extremely killed. And unfortunately, the very sweet and remarkably infirm old monk, who we really like, was found holding the knife over the body. We know he can't do it. We spent a lot of time last week looking at viable suspects. Unfortunately, everyone's viable, and we actually quite like 3 of them. So that's kind of where we are, and we're about to have to go to sell the Archdeacon, who is like the Optimus Prime of the church, on...
Oh my god, you did not. Okay, sure.
Given some of the other stuff I've said on this stream, that's very well behaved for me. We need to sell him on who actually did the murder.
And we want to talk to Sister Matilda as well.
Yes. So basically, this isn't so much fuck, marry, kill as it is excommunicate, damn, turn away from God. You're going to be at Wilcon! Yes!
Yay!
Amazing! Yes, I did. I saw a good chunk of it, and that last match was absolutely insane.
I don't know what you're talking about.
WrestleMania.
Oh, did it happen again?
Yeah, the last 10 minutes of the world title match were like, there were so many run-ins, there was a queue backstage. It was incredible.
Where was it held this year?
Philadelphia. Okay. So there is going to either be one of the worst episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia in history, because their Super Bowl one sucked, or an incredible WrestleMania episode coming up.
We should still talk. Lucky wouldn't talk to us. That investigation did not go well. Lavalish Worldcon is the annual World Science Fiction and Fantasy Convention. It's held in different places around the world every year. This year it is going to be in Glasgow, and it is where the Hugo Awards are presented. So Alistair and I are going, and a number of EA folks are going to be there, and I'm hoping a shit ton of my podcasting buddies are also going to be there. 3 black halflings are going to be there, which I'm terribly excited about, and Cypher is hosting?
I believe so, yeah.
I'm not sure.
And now we find out Mick's going as well.
Yeah. You went to the one in Montreal. Amir is where they give out the Hugos. That's correct. Yep, it'll be this August in Glasgow, and it'll be amazing. I hope. We get to see lots and lots of friends, and I get to get all dressed up. So, it's nice to have an excuse to get dressed up.
If only you had a tux. Oh, wait.
Exactly. Right. All right. So we need to find somebody to eat with, and we haven't...
This element of the game fascinates me. Just the idea of Andreas wandering the town going, hello?
Hey,
Hello,
Hawkeye!
food. Hello.
Only 12 episodes
Oh my
left to write.
God, Hawkeye.
Well, we are very happy to keep you company in the background. If you need us to say if you want to leave us running in the background and every once in a while you want us all to say, hey, Hawkeye, go back to writing, then we will totally do
Good luck with the words. Please stand up regularly. Please eat foods. Please hydrate.
Yes, exactly. All that good stuff. So we need to only 30-minute drive. Are you driving up? Yes, we
Yep.
are driving up. In fact, we are road tripping up with a friend from LA who will be staying with us around the convention for a period of time. So we are road tripping on up the country. I told a friend of mine this who lives in Cardiff, and he was like, "Why?" And then he went, "Oh yeah, American."
American.
That's why, because I like driving, and because it's gonna take the same amount of, almost the same amount of time, and cost almost the same amount of money as taking the train. So I'd rather just have my own personal train. Thank you. That I can stop, that I can control the music and the temperature, and I can stop and use the restroom that isn't moving whenever I want.
It's also just struck me that there is a non-zero chance I might be cleared to drive by that point.
That would be lovely. If you are, great. If you're not, I mean, if you are, I'm gonna drive anyway. But if you're,
I know.
All right. Brother Guy of Dijon. I know. I was trying to find.
I did notice this before, that Sister Gertrude is the designated human staff member for Mousefanger.
Yeah. Working on the comic for your biggest assignment.
Amazing.
We are very happy to keep you all entertained, everyone. That's fine. I'm looking for. Martin, you're such a.
Speaking of cats, a remarkably non-fictional one is definitely sniffing us out.
Yeah.
There is this he's basically a bodega cat because there's a convenience store on the corner. There is this big white kitty who uses us as a stop off on patrol, and we've seen him 3 times today, which tells me that he is coming to accept us.
But he won't take treats. He's. I found Brother Guy, Laura. He won't eat treats. He's not at all food motivated, unfortunately.
Whereas the stocky little black and white tuxedo cat will take every
Look,
treat.
Baby Wolf has a little picture as well.
This
How
is Wolf.
cute.
He is a bean.
He is a bean. And there's little adorable Ursula.
Yeah, the stocky black and white tuxedo cat will take every treat and is disgusted if you do not pet him with both hands.
So, here are my options. We're at the Johann Bauer farm, and I don't think I want to eat here. We can either eat with the bakery or the Zimmermans. Now, who are the Zimmermans? That's who I'm trying to remember. Let's see who the Zimmermans are. Because if I remember correctly...
Have a good one, Hawkeye.
Take
Thanks
it
for stopping
easy.
by. Aren't the Zimmermans the family of the asshole local doctor? Isn't it Werner Zimmerman?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
Otto Zimmerman, you just went past.
Town carpenter and son of old Otto, known for his dislike of the Abbey. Didn't we eat with them already?
I think
We
did.
already ate with them, so we're not going to eat with them. So, in the town proper, we can eat at the bakery. In the outer city, there's Franz Banner. We already ate with him.
I'm sorry, a newly written crossover what?
What? Newly written crossover script. Can't wait to see you both. By the way, an update in the Kilda Discord from Naomi earlier today with a newly written crossover script. So have a take a look when you have a chance. Excuse me, Discord is open. And Kilda, where are you? St. Kilda, where are you? Scrolling. St. Kilda, da. Where? Which channel, Mick? Maybe it's under memes. That seems like us. No. Well, I'll have to take
Kill
a
the crew general.
Kill the crew, and then general. Oh, da, da. Ooh. Backstory for season 2.
Nice. That is very good news.
Interesting. Dean's already read it, and he says, as an ex-Catholic, I loved it, and as a TSOC fan, I'm intrigued. It involves... Oh, okay.
We're diving into that tomorrow.
Reading. There we go. Another reason I shouldn't foster kittens, I named the whole litter after podcast villains. Yes, but I would die to see a whole litter of podcast villains named kittens. That would be amazing. So here's who I'm thinking we should eat with. I think we should eat with the guy in the Clouster. Imagine the awful cat named after Clive Shill. He would be my favorite and I would adopt him!
Some tiny little rat-faced kitten going, you know what? You floridly drink piss. I
adore Clive Shill with every fiber of my being. That man is a rodent, and I adore him.
Good warlock, secret warlock.
Yes, exactly. Hey, here came the workshop. I adore him. So I'm thinking let's go eat with the visiting monk who's been staying in the abbey. So maybe he'll have more background about what's been going on, and we could try and talk to Sister Matilda in the Covent Garden about her bloody shovel.
Are we not knocking right up on the hour of justice?
We are, but that's okay. That's what I'm going to do. Hi, Eddie. Thank you, but maybe another time, if you say so. I already helped you spin wool. I don't want to do any more work.
Chicken.
Just going to check and make sure she's okay. I'm not eating with you. Has anything changed? Doesn't look like it. Okay, good. But her pictures are all better now, so that's good. Do-do-do-do-do. Chickens. Who's this? Cat. Oh, thank you. Perhaps another time, cat. Take care. I like how everybody's like, you want food? Normally I'd say that.
Tiny, weakened city boy. Do you wish feeding?
Exactly. Do you need feeding?
We have potatoes.
How are you, Thomas?
Feels like a cutting moment of social commentary that the priest does not offer you food.
I know! It really kind of does. Everybody else offers you food. There's Bunny. And the shrine, and the way to the mill. And the forest. And more pretty plants. It's a lovely day for framing someone for murder.
I'm not going to frame someone, we're just going to act on the available evidence and who we like. That's framing.
I'm very glad you put those big... Okay. Now, who was it I needed to talk to? About their shovel. Sister Matilda. Gertrude. Hey, Matilda, so is there a reason there's some blood all over your shovel? God bless you, Master Mahler. You can do, Andreas.
I'm going to ask you some questions, Sister Matilda.
You know Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men unless it's truly necessary. I'm afraid this concerns the murder of the Baron. Yes, it's tragic, but what does it have to do with me?
And you know about the attack, and about why you went to a hermitage.
I see. So you think I killed the Baron?
Yeah, that's the best one. I'm not sure. Why don't you tell me how it happened?
Baron Rothvogel had an appetite for young women. Neither his marital vows nor the vows of the women seemed to matter much to him. When I was on my way to town one day, he surprised me in the meadow and made his interest clear. Should we just let her continue?
I love how this is always seems to be a very good response.
Yeah, let her continue. I refused his advances. I thought that would be the end of it. This was not enough, because he did the same thing the next day, and I refused him again. We asked her to talk. Let's let her talk.
Right? Also, why didn't you tell Mother Cecilia Father Matthias is right next door to you were asking for it? Were you wearing the sexy wimple?
Yeah, exactly. You know? I thought if I was patient, the problem would leave with him. I never thought that the Baron was capable of doing what he did. On the third day, he attacked me on my way through the meadow. He dragged me into the forest, where he could have his way with me. I managed to badly scratch his neck. It saved my virtue, but it enraged him. He beat me until he was exhausted and left me there in the woods.
That is the second instance of extreme physical violence from him.
Yeah. Maybe we'll wind up having a meal with the charcoal dude.
Charcoal dude! Like the charcoal dude.
He's
also, in the woods.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a miracle you weren't killed.
Yeah.
Yes, and I thank God for it. Mother Cecilia had me removed from Curacao for my safety until I could recover. The wounds to my body have healed, but the attack has left a lasting injury in my mind. I think that's our best option.
It is.
I have to say, yeah.
I have to say, that sounds like a strong motive to kill the Baron.
I was angry. I was filled with hate, yes, but it's been years. Mother Cecilia and Father Thomas helped me move past the anger to find love in this community. Who's Father Thomas? Oh, yeah, Father Thomas. There. Father Thomas? Yes, Father Thomas is our confessor. We can talk to Mother Cecilia about our problems, but only a priest can hear our confessions.
What are we thinking?
Let's ask her. Let's say this one.
Sister Matilda, did you receive a strange note recently?
Yes. How did you know?
Others have received notes as well. What did it say?
Here, look for yourself. Remember what he did, the violence you suffered, the red bird flies, Matins, chapter.
It's word for word the same note.
Except for it's a personalized... Yeah. The beginning is personalized, but the red bird flies, Matins, chapter is the same in all of the notes. Somebody was arranging for all of the Baron's victims to confront him at once.
Yeah.
Rothvogel, the red bird. I found it in my bed in the nun's dormitory. You can keep it if you'd like. In your bed? Who could have put it there? The only people allowed beyond the garden are the sisters. I can't imagine any of them making this. Mother Cecilia and Sister Illuminata have beautiful handwriting, but both of them have been so kind to me.
I have to ask you about your shovel.
The garden shovel? I wouldn't say it's mine. It belongs to the Abbey. I just use it more than the other sisters.
There's blood on it.
I recently used it to kill baby rabbits in the garden. The other sisters are too squeamish to do it. I didn't clean it because it was going right back in the dirt anyway. But why bring up the shovel? Oh, I understand. No, I didn't use it to kill the Baron. A man is not a rabbit.
Thank you for your time, sister.
God bless you, Master Muller. So, the Baron's assaults. New notes.
It looks like this was a murder box. It's looking more and more like they were all given the opportunity, and the actual killer just trusted that one of them was going to go through with it.
Sister Matilda told me that the Baron attacked her. Okay. Well, that doesn't really answer anything, but... Hello, Gertrude. Master Mala? Yes, it's me, sister. Do you think Baron Piero really murdered the Baron?
I really like to you.
Do you? I don't know what to think. Father Abbot says the devil sometimes enters men and makes them do terrible things.
That's an excuse Father Gano is using to justify his fear.
Do you think the devil could appear here at Curacao? I like this. No.
Yeah. No.
She seems to think that she might know. I'm going to say, yes, I suppose. Why? I didn't see the devil, but I think I smelled his odor. The night before the Baron was killed, I woke before Matins and I smelled something in our dormitory. It was strange. Moss and sulfur mixed with frankincense and roses.
Charcoal burner.
I have a theory.
Which is?
I still think it's Rothvogel's wife. It moved through the room. I wanted to scream, but I was too frightened, and then it was gone. I'm ashamed that I didn't cry out, but I didn't know what to do.
This feels like a dig one. This feels like, did any of the other sisters smell it?
Did any of the other sisters smell it? I don't know, but I think they were all asleep. Thank you, Sister Marguerite. God bless you, Mr. Muller.
The thing I like about how much noise Mousefanger is making in this scene, by the way, is that there are 2 squirrels and a hare. So the cat is completely justifiably going, why am I not killing them? Why?
Exactly. Then the rest of them want to talk.
That odor feels very important.
Gonna ask her about it. I doubt she'll say anything.
God bless you too, Mother Cecilia.
Is there something I can help you with? Okay, fine, no. Oak moss is used in perfume.
Interesting.
That's exactly why I think that it's Rothvogel's
homicidally pissed off wife.
Well, no, I think what she did is come on, purple ink. That's a frickin' noblewoman thing. I think she knows where all the skeletons were buried and everything that he'd done wrong, and she gathered all of his victims to confront him and hoping one of them would off them.
Yeah.
So maybe everybody knows who did it, and they're just all covering it because they've all suffered at his hand.
Because seriously, fuck this guy.
Because seriously, fuck that guy. That's kind of what I'm starting to think. We have a benevolent conspiracy of getting rid of the asshole. All right. So now I am tempted to go eat a meal with the charcoal burner. I think I'm going to, because he might be able to substantiate her story. He's in the forest. Hello, Smokey. Oh! What are you doing here, Richard? What are you doing here? What? Huh. Haven't seen you around before. Who are you?
The executioner. You have a problem? Name's Rickett, if you care to know.
Rickert?
Rickett.
And just Mara.
Right. What do you want?
What's it like?
What do you think? Folk don't like other folk who kill people. Get used to it.
Do you feel responsible for killing the guilty?
Why should I? Besides, a few jars of beer and I forget their faces anyway.
Oh dear.
God, I could use a drink.
I will leave
Like,
you to it
bye
then.
then. Oh, hello, Mr. Mullet.
Oh, he's not going to invite me for a meal. Hi, Smokey.
Did you need something, Mr. Mullet?
Yeah, would you mind if I joined you for a meal?
Are you sure?
Why wouldn't I be?
Most decent folk don't like to associate with my kind. They like the charcoal, but they hate the burner.
They're idiots. Let's eat.
Well then, I suppose you're welcome. This alright with you, Vaslav? I suppose. And, Ricketts? Why not? I'm just visiting anyway. Man has a right to eat where he wants. Alright. Good. Good. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive through Christ our Lord. Amen. And also with you.
Amen. Let's eat.
Vaslav, we have room for more. It will be alright. If anyone starts any trouble, we've got an official killer to protect us. Sure enough. Sword's no good in a fight, and I'm not much good in a brawl. Not many would share their table with an executioner. Thank you for it, Coiler. Just wish you had more beer.
I'm going to say thank you for the hospitality.
Of course, we're glad to have you. How else will Vaslav get his town gossip? Stop, I don't... Alright. I was kidding.
If gasoline is what you crave, dear
Then
Vaslav,
do I have some
I am
shit to
more
tell
than happy
you?
to provide.
I don't. Smokey is... I like to talk to people about their beliefs, that's all. Not gossip. Smokey was making a stupid joke. Don't mind him. Don't sulk about it, though.
Let's see, what have we got to eat? We have
Cheese.
mountain cheese, almonds, and jerky. Let's have...
To answer your question, almonds.
to answer your question, almonds. Let's have a capitalism, unfortunately. It is well-timed. Fictional cheese sounds wonderful. Mountain cheese. I'm surprised it's not smoked cheese, honestly. I want to know what these herbs are as well, but they're not going to tell us. Right, we're going to do a quick capitalism, everybody, because every piper must be paid. Now is an excellent chance for you to take a quick stretch break if you need one. At the very least, if you do not have a beverage, I recommend having one. And now that we're all craving cheese, maybe you need a little cheese for your raccoon hand. It happens. So we'll be back in about 3 minutes after the ad breaks, and I'll see how quickly I can read this St. Kilda script. We'll be right back, everybody.
Do I need to grab you some cheese for your raccoon hand?
No, I think I will be okay. I had ice cream, so I'm doing quite well, thank you. Let's see. Let's open you in a new tab. Excuse me. Does not want to open in a new tab. Fine. Beat it.
Open this in a new tab. Fuck off. Ah!
It's been quite difficult. Yeah, I don't want to make an account. No. No, it makes me make an account. Boo! Alright, I'll look at it later. But I'm fascinated to know what Naomi's been up to. Ha 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 ha. Time for the cheese. Cheese break. Of course, we're going to start with our almonds, I imagine. But that's okay. The answer to your question is almonds. Next week.
So close.
Oh, I'm so excited. Struggling with the thumbnails for this Flash page. I'm sorry about this. For those of you who don't know, next week... Yes, you do need to get up and go get some cheese. Cheese helps with everything. Next week is Dimension 20 live in London.
Woo-woo!
And we're very excited to be going. I need to see if we know any people. We've got to know people who are
There
going.
have to be people rolling out to this thing that we know. They just do.
So we can hang out. Hanging out would be fun, because we're going to get there disgustingly early, because I'm allowed an unlimited merch budget, and I want merch. I found out
One of everything, please.
I found out recently that one of my 2 publishing assistants for EA has a box of Doom, and I was consumed with jealousy. I have no need or place for a box of Doom, but the fact that they exist
We
in
have
the flesh.
plants. It would be a lovely feature.
I'm not putting plants in the box of Doom. I think that would defeat the purpose, and I would feel horrible if the plants died as a result. But if there's other merch, I want it.
It would, and let's be fair to it. It's fucking metal, though.
It would. It would. You know what it would make an amazing thing for? It would make a great cat fountain. A pet fountain.
You just have to start playing D&D. Easy solution.
Exactly.
It's being looked at.
Yeah. Great reason to get a box of Doom, right? If we started playing D&D. I've never played D&D in my life. We've got almost done with the ad break, but you know, there's always opportunity to start, so that would be good. Oh, cute little pit bull you sent me on Instagram.
That's the other thing that's being pushed quite a lot at the moment. With the imminent arrival, in fact, I think it has launched early and is available now, of the Fallout TV show.
Mm-hmm.
The RPG company's like, hey, look, this is free.
Nice, very nice. Thank you. And we're all back. So, let's eat our almonds and see what the gossip is.
In truth, I'm the gossip, Master Mala. I can't carouse with proper people, but I do like to know what's going on.
That's it? Okay, well, I'm going to eat my jerky now.
If you tell me some of your gossip, I'll tell you some of mine.
Deal. That sounds reasonable. I've heard that Big Jord, the Gertner's boy, is up to mischief with one of the sisters at the Abbey. He's not up to mischief, he's smitten with her.
He's smitten. That doesn't surprise me. The good brothers and sisters may have the townsfolk fooled, but not old Smoky. They got up to all sorts of things in these woods.
Oh?
Smoky. Probably shouldn't go telling other folks' tales, Coiler. Oh, please. No one around here cares if I live or die. They sure don't care about what I say to people. Until they do, fine. Fine. Say what they want. You want. You know that monk and nun who do the shopping in town?
Brother Volslav and Sister Matilda.
Well, they do more than shop together. They meet in the woods sometimes, where no one can see. No one except old Smoky. Getting creepy now, my guy. And do the things adults do. You understand. Christ, Coiler, do you think he's an 8-year-old? What? It's true. Congratulations. You get to say one of these in front of a man who kills people for a living. They do taxes.
I want to say
Do it.
this.
Fucking do it.
Good for them. If they're happy, what's the harm?
It certainly seemed happy. Very happy, if you get my meaning.
Yes, I understand. Thank you.
Yeah, well. You heard anything else lately?
Nothing else comes to mind.
Good. Gossip makes trouble and it can get people hurt. Or run off. Or killed. A lot of times they don't even deserve it. You two are like a couple of old women. No fun at all. No one's getting hurt. We're just telling stories.
All right then. What have you heard?
Vaslav knows something about the prior. Don't you, Vaslav? Why are you dragging me into this? Look, either you tell the story or I will tell my version of the story. Ah, stupid. Fine.
He's become Reverend
Yes,
from
yes, he has.
Dragon Age.
A few weeks back, I saw that man, the Hungarian, in the woods. He was doing some kind of ritual with blood.
Whose blood?
His. He cut his hand in the middle of the ritual and dripped the blood into a cup, I think. He kept repeating some phrase over and over. Sex Luke's 10 every, or something. Scared you, didn't it, Vaslav? Oh, I don't mind if people have strange beliefs. Let people do what they want. I just don't like blood.
Hmm.
That'd be a difficult obstacle in my line of work. That's executioner humor. I love it. What's inside the body should stay inside the body.
Well, I can't speak to what he was doing.
Sounds like witchcraft to me. Not that I know, of course. You heard anything else lately?
No, nothing.
No matter. Plenty more to tell. Well, the whole town's built on Roman ruins, right? Pieces of an old town sit underneath the abbey, too. Hundreds of years ago, the Romans built all sorts of things up here. Then one day they just vanished. Rebuilt on their old bones. You still have to be careful when you step in this forest. You're liable to fall into an old ruin.
That's exactly what's going to happen to me now, isn't it?
Or get scared halfway to the grave by a ghost. The priest told me there's no such thing as ghosts, Quayla. Oh, they're real. Smokey saw one. Do it.
Oh, I love ghost stories.
As do I, but this is no story. Right, right. And I see ghosts when I drink too much. But fine. Let's hear it, Quayla. It was late in the evening. The moon was high, painting the leaves all soft and silver.
What a lovely setup.
Inscription begins. I heard a rustling in the meadow like wind through the grass, like whispers. I looked up. This is my favorite part. And there he was, standing in the meadow like he was carved out of moonlight, bent near in half. He looks at me, and it is like I have been speared, straight through to my soul, just these two eyes like dark pools boring right into me. And his edges, the borders of him, they shimmer so hard it hurts to look straight at him. I can't help it. I blink. Like God himself closed my eyes. This chill wind blows through me, the very breath of winter, and when I look back, he's gone.
Sure it wasn't some of this cheese before bed.
Duh. God damn it, Coiler. You try to scare everyone with that shit. I love that story.
A good story, well told.
Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. I think others have seen what I've seen. Must be excellent under this dirt. Anyway, these ruins are haunted. Hey, Smokey, I have to get back to sharpening knives for the Alberts. Alright. Enough talking. Good to see you, Master Marlowe. You drop by again sometime.
Thank you for having me, Smokey.
Until next time. Oh shit, son. Here we go.
Jacob has arrived. I need to go to the chapter house to meet with the Archdeacon.
Dear God, it's the Undertaker.
Da 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 da. Why are the bells ringing?
You're being summoned for justice.
The bells. Or, as Ducky predicted, has there been another murder? Oh, they're no longer ringing. Due in the chapter house. Oh, this is gonna go so poorly. I don't know who did it! I'm sorry! Oh, who are you?
Ulrich.
Guy. Everyone's been assembled. Where am I trying to go to? The house is back here. Is everybody else, like, standing around the window? What's going on here?
Oh, Andreas, we've all shown up for the judging.
Alright, here we go, folks.
Andreas.
Father Gurnall?
Master Mahler, if you think I am unaware of your actions around this abbey in the past few days, you are mistaken.
Oh?
I know that you visited the widow Camperin and convinced her to question the legal status of her lease.
Do you often spy on old women?
News travels quickly in a small town, Master Mahler. I suppose it's something you wouldn't have learned after all your time in Nuremberg and Venice. But yes, I know the legal status of her late husband's lease is not in question.
Then why are you so upset about it?
Because your presence is annoying and corrupting like a fly in ointment.
I think you're upset because you know I'm right. You know what you're attempting isn't legal.
You don't decide that. And if you interfere again, you will pay for it. Now then, for all your meddling, you will not be welcome in Kirsau after your commission is completed. I love that you could go full Jack Burton on this one.
I'm not coming back?
Like, every option so far has had, I know you are, but what am I?
What are you going to do? Have Matthew throw me out?
We've removed more formidable curs than you. Your days of interfering in the daily life of this abbey will end.
It was never my intention to interfere, Father Abbot.
I will leave you to the Archdeacon now. Try not to perjure yourself. God save you, Andreas Mahler. Suck a dick, Pringles.
A Dance of Death mural. Father Matthias had it painted a few years before his death. It's beautiful.
Dance of Death, an artistic allegory on the constancy of death. Illustrations often feature people from every station of society to communicate that death inevitably claims everyone, from the peasant to the emperor. This has been a use of the Identify spell.
I do love the Identify spell.
Oh shit.
Please state your name for our records. Andreas Mahler, artist, recently of Venice.
Really? What brought you all the way to Upper Bavaria?
I heard the Abbey had some wonderful books. When I learned they had need of an artist, I decided to stay a while.
Very well. Thank you. Arnold, please write that down. I think we're ready to begin. Of course, Your Reverence. Now then, Master Mahler, what was your relation to Lorenz, the Baron Rothvogel? You were?
I only knew him for a day, but we were on friendly terms.
Do you feel you had a sense of him as a person?
I'm going to say no. Because what the sense of him I had as a person has been completely countermanded by the townspeople.
I didn't know he was a serial violent criminal and
No,
attempted
Your
rapist.
Reverence.
That is unfortunate, but I would like you to try to characterize the man for me. I actually really love the third answer there.
A nobleman, for all the good and ill that goes along with that title.
Do you have a problem with the nobility, Master Mahler? Oh, shit. Shit.
Oh, I like either number 1 or number 4. But he's asking about my opinion about the nobleman, and I'm like, oh, this is such a lawyery answer. Is this germane to the investigation, Your Reverence?
I determine what is germane. And have you already forgotten who asks the questions here?
Okay, so I'm pissing him off. My apologies, Your Reverence.
Do you know of anyone who had a reason to harm the Baron?
Well, I can't lie.
You can't lie.
I can think of a few people, Your Reverence.
Good, that might help us solve this problem that faces us. The Baron Rothvogel was murdered here in this very room. Someone did it.
He wasn't murdered in this room.
Father Ganot believes it was one of his monks, Brother Piero. I have met with Brother Piero, and I have questioned him at length. While it seems unlikely that a man of his age and temperament could murder the Baron, he was discovered in flagrante delicto.
No, he wasn't. It's gonna ask me how I know this.
Corpus delicti, body of the crime, sometimes literal, often figurative, the principle that must be proven to establish a crime has occurred. This has been the use of the identifier.
I think I'm just gonna say nothing, because anything else I say is gonna piss him off.
You're gonna get Brother Gustav in trouble, aren't you? So.
Yeah.
Piero had reasons to resent the Baron, the loss of his work, the insistence on discussing the writings of the troublemaker from Wittenberg.
Really? Martin Luther?
And as for his age and infirmity, I myself have read of many cases in which a man of modest strength succumbs to the temptations of the devil. Once seized by a devilish fever, the poor sinner gains an infernal power that allows him to inflict grievous wounds, sometimes fatal.
What's the target number for that? 15?
What I am saying is that in spite of the curious circumstances, Brother Piero is the most plausible perpetrator of this most vile act. I understand that you are on friendly terms with Brother Piero. You also interacted with the Baron, both in the town and the Abbey. Did you witness anything that suggests someone else could have murdered Baron Rothvogel? Who are we going to dob in?
Oh, I hate that. We know that Martin stole from him. I think if I have to throw somebody under the bus, it's going to have to be Martin. What are you looking up?
Do you want me to look this up?
No. I'm going to go with it.
Yes, his name has come up in my inquiries. My understanding is that he absconded with some of the Baron's valuables. Arnold? Yes, Your Reverence. A silver ring, a gold ring, 12 gulden, 10 groschen, and a book, intended as a gift for the Abbey. Gulden.
They're just types of currency.
Thank you. It is my understanding that this boy was known as a thief, but also as a coward, and that the theft was from the Abbey's guest house after the Baron had already left it.
I'm just going to say very well.
I am not treating him as a serious suspect for the Baron's murder at this time. I have a suspicion. I think you're going to raise every single one and they're just going to go, yeah, it was Piero. We're going to kill him. I think this whole thing...
Lucky Steiner argued with the Baron.
Who is Lucky Steinauer? I don't believe his name has come up during our questioning.
The town stonemason.
Ah, all right. What's the connection between the town stonemason and a nobleman from Worms?
I and at least 3 farmers in the village saw Lucky arguing with the Baron when he came to town.
About what?
I don't know, but the argument was heated. Hetty and Veronica Bauer witnessed it.
You mentioned a third witness.
Martin Brower, unfortunately.
Ah, yes. As discussed, the boy fled. Still, we will question the women about what they saw. And how do you propose that this stonemason killed the Baron?
He could have access to any number of tools.
Have you found such a tool?
No, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist, and as they are Lucky's tools, only he would know if one went missing.
That is a fair point, Master Marla, but the fact remains, it has yet to be found.
True. In any case, that is the extent of my knowledge about Lucky Steiner, Your Reverence.
Is there anyone else
you can think
of
me go through
who may
all
have wanted to harm the Baron? Yeah. He's going to blow that off if you bring it up now.
Yeah. The average prior was behaving suspiciously the day the Baron's arrival.
That is an extraordinary claim, Andreas. The abbot speaks highly of the prior, and he oversees both your and Brother Piero's work, does he not?
Yes, but Prior Fenrich's role in the scriptorium has little bearing on his motive.
That is an extraordinary claim, and an extraordinary claim requires extraordinary evidence for me to take it seriously. Why should I take the word of an artist over a respected officer of this abbey?
I can provide evidence of Prior Fenrich's motive.
Please do so.
It's true. That's gonna get him excommunicated, though. But what did I observe him doing in the scriptorium?
Yeah.
I think I have to. I hate that I have to do this.
You have proof of this?
I have a letter the prior wrote to the Baron. In it, the prior mentions that he will not perform a ritual for the Baron, even if the Baron does follow through on a threat to implicate him to Inquisitors in Innsbruck. That's the right piece of evidence to pick, because it shows the Baron was blackmailing him.
Yep. An implication of necromancy is a very serious matter. The prior's position would have been in peril, possibly even his life. And how do you believe Prior Ferenc would have killed the Baron? I pray you will not say it was a magical ritual.
I am not certain, Your Reverence.
Yeah, a troublesome wrinkle. Is there anything else to say about the Prior?
What did we observe him doing? Do you remember?
Wasn't he retrieving a piece of occult script? Can you check your book, or are you locked in?
Let's see. I'm locked in. In for penny, in for pound.
Was this an intentionally covert observation?
No, I was working alone and had dropped something on the floor. The prior didn't know I was there.
Very well. Continue.
He wrote a note, a cipher, and a book. It was associated with a volley that he used to encode something in it.
Yes. What had he encoded?
I'm not certain.
Master Mahler, could you please confine your remarks to information that leads somewhere useful? Now, do you have any other evidence against the prior?
No, Your Reverence.
Very well. Who else may have wanted to see the Baron dead?
I'm just really worried that I'll lose this opportunity if I say no one else. I'm not throwing any of these people under the bus.
Okay, you want to go with... I would like to bring up a thing about Atelier
Let's
Compares.
try it.
Is this relevant to the murder of the Baron?
No, but as you represent the bishop and the abbot rules these lands, I was hoping you might listen.
Please be brief, Master Mahler. I have many more people to question.
The abbot had Brother Guy write a letter to the widow about reclaiming her land. It's based upon a false claim.
False in what way?
They claimed the lease was with the widow's late husband, Rennig Kemper. It was not. The lease began generations earlier with Attila's great-grandfather.
What substantive bearing would this have on the abbot's claim? Lawyer him good.
If the existing lease allows for the widow to partition her land to other renters, she could pay the fees.
Yes, if it does. Many peasants in freeholds resort to such measures in hard times. Very well, Master Mahler. I shall make my own inquiry after I have completed my work.
I just got an accomplishment called Legal Eagle.
High five.
I am so proud of myself. Lawyered! Hashtag lawyered. I'm putting that on the emoji list. If we have Alistair with a period, we're getting hashtag lawyered.
Now then, let us return to the matter at hand.
Nope. I can think of no one else who would have cause to harm the Baron, Your Reverence.
Very well. Are you aware of anything else that might shed some light on this case?
Sweeper question. Has Brother Florian told you about the note he found in the Baron's clothing?
Yes, Brother Florian explained how he came to find it, and told me its contents. Master Edeljager has entered his testimony in our register. I don't understand the implications. Who is the innocent?
It's not clear to me either, Your Reverence.
Do you believe the murderer wrote it?
Whoever wrote it was a talented scribe.
I understand Kearsar has two, the elderly brother Adok and the younger brother Guy.
To be frank, Your Reverence, neither man has the skill to write in this particular way. There's something else about it, too. The style is just different. It's unlike Adok and Guy's writing. It's unlike mine. Something about the way the first and second strokes meet on the A and the G.
Yes, well, whatever the particulars, it seems it will remain a mystery that stands apart from the commission. of the murder.
I'm telling you, it's his wife. Unfortunately, there is more to tell. I have found more notes. Notes written in the same hand, on the same style of parchment, to those who had a motive, who supposedly had a motive to kill the Baron.
That is deeply troubling, but, again, beyond the bounds of my investigation. In any case, I thank you for bringing it to my attention.
Of course, Your Reverence.
Thank you again for your time, Mr. Master Mala.
Oh, I still pass. Order background. Gave your
Perfect
name
balance.
politely.
Three up, 2 up, 1... Yeah.
5 up, 3 down. Implied you don't like nobles. Question the relevance of Jacob's question about nobles. Interesting.
Do you want to guess who it is?
I have no fucking clue who it is.
Then we shouldn't guess.
No.
Objection. Supposition.
But I don't want to, fail the... But I don't want them to kill Piero.
Of the people you've fingered, of the people you've accused,
the people I have opined upon.
Of the people you've opined upon, I'll put this as unpleasantly as I can. Who would you be least sad to see killed?
Martin.
He's a little prick.
Yeah, okay. Not at all.
You are an educated man, and you have conducted yourself appropriately in this inquiry. I reserve final judgment, of course, but who do you believe killed the Baron?
Considering all of the evidence...
You can't pick Martin. That.
So am I gonna opine it's Ferenc?
Yeah, I think you are.
I think that's all I have. Prior Ferenc, Your Reverence.
I actually really like others may have had a motive, but Prior Ferenc had the most to lose. Noted. Your contributions to this inquiry are appreciated. We thank you for your time and your candor.
I wanted to help in any way I could. I know in my heart that Brother Piero is innocent.
Until later, Master Mala.
Until then, Your Reverence. Oh, God, I really hope I didn't just throw an innocent man under the bus. Final day of law and judgment.
Chapter 2, fuck me.
Andreas.
I didn't think you were coming to this.
I didn't think I was either. I suppose I wanted to see how this ends after all. It was the prior of the Abbey, if you can believe it. Did you ever talk with him in the Abbey, Andreas? You missed the trial, Andreas. The Archdeacon read all of the charges and found him guilty. There's the bean baby. I didn't know he had murder in him.
Oh, they want you to think they're so pious, but all they're here to do is slowly drain the life out of this.
Shut up, old Peter. Calm down, Peter. Oh, here comes the procession.
Did I miss anything?
No, you're fine.
Andreas?
Otto?
I didn't do this. God knows it, even if you do not. This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
I feel so terrible.
Running like a chicken, crying like a woman. Pathetic. Silence! Silence! I order the executioner to carry out his duty. Warrant him peace and safe conduct, whatever may befall him.
I'm gonna look away, thanks. Ooh.
My Lord Judge, have I executed well? You have executed as judgment and law have required. For that I thank God and my master who has taught me such art. Alright lads, just hanging around near the killing. I know this was your doing, Andreas.
What? Take it up with the Archdeacon. It has nothing to do with me.
The Archdeacon wouldn't have reached his verdict without your testimony. I read it.
I didn't say anything that wasn't true.
You are no longer welcome at Kirsau, Andreas Mahler. I will send your final payments to the Gertners. May you have a long and successful career in Nuremberg, and may you never travel this way again.
Good grief. Act 3. Separation. Andreas non grata.
Andreas, has the time come for you to leave us?
We have to do another capitalism, it looks like, and I need a bit of a stretch anyway. This is horrible!
It's horrible!
I'm pretty sure I got the wrong person executed.
I think it doesn't matter.
I think whoever you throw under the bus is innocent.
Yep.
I really think that's the case, which is very sad. Oh man. It wasn't Piero, but Piero would have been happy to take it, he said, but still. Anyway, let's take a little stretch break, everybody. Maybe I'm going to go get a little piece of chocolate or something, and we'll be back in just a moment or two. If you've not had a break since you've joined us, if you haven't gotten up and stretched or had some water, if you haven't gone back to writing yet, Hawkeye, there is no appeals process when you're beheaded, unfortunately. Then please do get up and take a wiggle and get a sip of water and all that good stuff. Maybe you need a snack. Maybe somebody in your household needs some medication or to go in or out. And we'll be back in a couple minutes. Feel terrible. Poor guy was being blackmailed. I really hope that the answer is that the wife set everybody up to turn a blind eye and communally beat the bastard to death. Poor Prior Fennec. I feel bad now. It's gonna be the abbot. It was gonna be the abbot all along, and he's just mad I caught his right-hand man in the crossfire. Should have protected your person, Abbott. Jeez. One piece for chocolate?
I take a piece of chocolate, orange chocolate mint.
Mm. The fact that the Abbot's trying to land grab.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he kicks you out immediately, he's so guilty. I have a Terry's Chocolate Orange left over from Christmas still. Yes, it's April. Don't judge me. It wasn't from Christmas, though. We found it after Christmas, didn't we? But it's mint instead of orange, and it's very tasty. If the art is not coming along well, then definitely take a stretch and have some water.
Hi.
It's the Abbot. I think it's the Abbot.
Abbot.
Abbot. Or the wife. I haven't finished my masterwork. Now they're kicking me out. I'm like, it's going to be very difficult to make something of myself now, isn't it?
Maybe.
We'll see. Like Ducky says, now is the time when another murder occurs, right? I really do think it's a game that rewards you following down all the various paths and getting to a conclusion.
Yep.
See, in my mind, having a flood of cats is an extremely cool idea, but drawing and sketching it is far from easy. Maybe you can draw a flood of water and it just has tails and ears and eyes. That's how I would do it. But I am not a visual artist. But I am working on I worked on my latest cross stitch today, which was quite nice. All right. Piero says, has the time come for you to leave us? I'm afraid so, Brother Piero. This farewell will have to be brief. Father Gurneau has made it clear I am no longer welcome at Curacao. It's coming along quite well, Avalish. I'm working on a little seal, a little scroll that says down, down, down by the river, which is nice, but it is on very tiny fabric, and the fabric is black, and the colors are dark navy and dark purple. And so I have to be very strategic with the lighting in order to be able to work on it. So far, it's coming along nicely. It's lovely, but it's a bit of an eye strain.
I pray that time will soften Father Abbott's heart. I hope he eventually realizes you were only trying to help me. This is a sad parting, but inevitable. I had hoped you would stay a bit longer. But the world needs you more than Curacao does. You have grown beyond this old abbey, and you have become a master in your own right. I will miss you, my son.
Who will keep you out of trouble when I'm gone?
I pray that this is the last trouble I will see in my old age, and I have God and you to thank for getting me out of it. Come, your masterpiece is complete. May I see it one last time before you go?
Please, I would value your assessment.
The opinion of one old monk matters little. All the same, I am excited to see it finished at last.
My book is going to be gone. The abbot's going to have taken it. Or I could be carrying it physically on me.
It's a masterpiece. Truly worthy of the word. Big York!
Huh?
Big York! Doing Big York things. Back of the painting on the left, they're all the Gertners.
Ah!
And it appears you took my advice to heart.
And what advice was that?
Put yourself into the work. Not just to interpret another artist's work, but to transform it into something true. This shows the world that it is, as you have seen it, even if it is not what we may want to see. Though it is not my place to say so, I am proud of you, Andreas.
Aw. What's this?
Scrap of parchment. Do not return here. In warning. Whose hand is this? It doesn't look like Brother Adok's or Brother Guy's.
Brother Florian and I found a similar note in the Baron's clothing.
Yeah, it's just a spooky death threat.
And I found more notes delivered to others while I was investigating. They must have been written by someone who knew the darkest secrets of the town and this abbey. They tugged at those secrets to kill the Baron, like someone pulling at threads that had been buried in the past.
A frightening thought. But who would do such a thing?
I wish I knew.
Do not trouble yourself overly about it. Your future lies outside of these walls. I hope that you will have time to visit me once or twice in your travels before the Lord takes me.
I'll come as often as I can, assuming Father Gano doesn't forbid it.
We must have faith that better days lie ahead for all of us. God bless you, Andreas Mom.
Thank you for your friendship. Until next time.
You alright, Master Andreas?
What?
Are you alright, Master Andreas?
Yes, thank you. I was just remembering him.
Oh, here we go.
This is me all grown up.
20 years later. Yep.
Trying to, anyway. It doesn't come easily anymore. I'm gonna get the sad ending!
Oh, would you like me to leave you alone?
No, Casper, it's not necessary. There's nothing to be done about it now. It's too late. Like so many things.
Andreas Mahler! I never expected to see your face here again. You've been in Nuremberg for these last 7 years?
No, Nuremberg for a few years, but I received some lucrative commissions abroad. Pick a background that will affect your character's choices going forward. Oh, okay. So where did I go? Did I go to Poland? Did I go to England? Did I go to France? Or did I just go to Aragon? Where did I go? What are we thinking?
I'm thinking either Aragon or France.
Yeah, let's do France. I've spent a few years in France and Burgundy painting portraits and religious paintings for nobles and courtiers.
Did you visit Provence?
Only briefly for a commission. Why?
When King Louis expelled the Jews from the region some years ago, a number chose to convert and remain. So the king taxed them into misery. I wondered if the tax yet persisted.
I have no idea. Your concern surprises me.
Well, I'm not about to leap into a fire to save anyone, but I don't think it's right what's happened to them. In spite of your extensive travels and success, you are still not welcome at Kiersau. The abbot hasn't forgotten what happened, Andreas. 7 years is not that long.
I simply wanted to pay my respects to an old friend. Surely you understand that.
I understand why Father Abbot expelled you from the abbey. What were you expecting? A hero's welcome?
Fine. Tell Father Gano I'll be staying at the land house in town for a night or two before moving on.
The golden hand? I'll tell him. I can't imagine he'll care. Why is he so rude? God bless you. Now be off.
Revolution.
That's a choice. That monk seemed unhappy to see you, Master Andreas. Why is the abbot so angry with you?
Towards the end of my stay in Tazing, there was a murder at Kiersau Abbey. A nobleman. Father Gannot panicked and accused my friend, Brother Piero, of committing the crime. You know what? It was a long time ago. I really don't want to talk about it.
Why didn't you mention it before? Oh, well, I suppose it must have been a hard situation about if the abbot was still this mad at you.
I had to make some difficult choices. Maybe they were the wrong ones, but I've had to live with that.
Why did we come here if you're not welcome?
Because I wanted to pay my respects to Brother Piero. And to be honest, I'm not looking forward to returning to Nuremberg. This commission, it's an obscene vanity piece under the pretext of a religious scene. My patrons just want to celebrate themselves and their wealth. I dread each new commission more than the last. Every step I take towards home is agonizing.
But, Master, you're famous and rich. Your work is wonderful. When I saw your altarpiece in Nuremberg, I begged my father to help me become your apprentice. I don't understand how you could accomplish all that you have and be unhappy.
Oh, how interesting.
Hello, I'm Casper, your apprentice. I will see through to your soul.
I know. It must be hard to believe. I was once very much like you. I wanted this life so much that it consumed my every waking thought. I don't know if I've changed, or if what I've wanted was never real. Maybe I've been a fool this whole time.
Definitely the top one.
I want life as an artist to be better for you, Casper. Learn from my mistakes, all right?
Oh, all right. Yes, Master Andreas.
I shouldn't be burdening you with such dark thoughts, Casper. Come, let's visit my old friend Klaus. It's been too long.
As you like, Master Andreas.
Very interesting.
7 years later.
7 years later. There we are at the Golden Hand Inn. The Drucker household. Okay. Come on, let's go wander around town and see what all has
Come on,
changed.
kid. It's the pissing rain. You probably haven't eaten yet, and I'm depressed. Let's go see my old friend.
Hello, Andreas. How are you enjoying your stay? It's been wonderful, Hannah. Thank you. Oh, good. Well, you're in the best room we have. I'm glad it's to your liking. Was there anything else? No, thank you. Until later. I know how to tell polite lies now. Until then.
Good day, Master Mahler. Haha, Master Mahler, is it? Hello, welcome to the Golden Hand. I am Nico Berger. I own this landhouse, and I run it with my wife, Hannah, and our son, Killian. I believe my boy helped you to your room. Is it to your liking?
It's lovely, thank you.
I'm so glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. When you arrived in town, one of the locals said you lived here a few years back.
Yes, I worked for the Abbey as an artist.
Aha, I see. I heard that you were involved in solving a murder. All right. Well, I'll leave you to your day. Until later.
Yeah. Until then, don't think I want to talk about it. Samuel.
Hello, Andreas.
Who's Samuel?
You remember the Swiss dog, my guy?
He looks like it.
Can you identify spell him?
Here we go. Can't talk to him though. Well, it's changed, all right. He does look like a mercenary.
Just do it. You know it's the right thing. I don't understand why this is so hard for you. Also, I'm scared. It's dangerous to cross the Abbot. Oh, would you prefer the alternative? You don't need to do that, Otto. I understand. I'm just saying... Andreas? Andreas Mahler. Oh, it is good to see you again, old friend.
Otto, you're looking well. This is my apprentice, Caspar Ziegler from Salzburg.
Good day. Oh, that answers that. I thought he might be your son. We don't grow them that fast.
Even in Nuremberg.
They grow fast enough around here. Eva and I just had our first little Otto, though we call him Utz.
What's such a cute name? Oh, look
at the bean!
Utz.
Look at the little bean.
Congratulations to you both. That's wonderful news.
Thank you. It's been a trial with Dad gone, but Clara and Ursula help out where they can.
Ooh, let's see how... Look at little Ursula! I'm sorry to hear about your father.
That's life. At least he's with the Lord now, free of his aches and pains. I know Eva wrote to you about my father's death, Andreas. Why didn't you write back?
I'm sorry. Things got busy after I left Tassing.
Sorry to interrupt, but I should be heading back. It's Martin.
Otto, are you going to introduce me to your friend?
This is Martin, of course. Martin Bauer. Can't you tell? Oh, it's fine, Otto. It's been 7 years, and I was much smaller then. Also, no beard.
Oh, of course. Hello, Martin.
Hello. Sorry to run, but I have to get these sheep back to the farm. Much as I love whiling away the hours in the meadow, I have a lot to attend to. Otto, I'll see you at the meeting later. Andreas, until later.
The last time I saw Martin was in this meadow. He was sneezing, seemed to hate being here. But now he loves it. How strange. Is it strange, or are you just confused? I know what I saw.
Are you sure?
Good to see you, Martin.
Pain in my ass.
What's this about a meeting?
You have picked a very interesting time to visit. Come by the town commons in a while. I think you will be very interested to hear what I have to say.
I didn't realize you were in the business of giving speeches.
Sounds good. Until later then.
Feels strange being back in Curacao. Martin returned from his adventures as a changed man. Otto told me to come to the Commons later. I'll head there after I talk to Klaus.
Some concepts of Christian mysticism by the heretical book he found in the Scriptorium. Interesting.
Has absorbed some concepts of Christian mysticism via the heretical book he found in Curaçao's Scriptorium. He's continued his studies with other translated texts as he has found them. Okay. Oh, look at me!
Look at this distinguished gentleman.
So that decision to keep the book has had an impact. Oh, look at little Oats! He's a bean! Oh no, we're getting new concepts in the... Rumors of violence and rebellion in the city are becoming more common. Casper's hometown.
Yeah.
So, it's interesting. I get kind of a second bite at the apple here, it seems.
It's 7 years later.
7 years later. Foil.
Hello,
Slough.
Slough.
Poor kitty. Alright, we're going to the ruins. Wandering the outer farms where there is nothing.
Every time we go out here, I keep expecting to pass Samantha Bayard heading the other way, going, "Have you seen my excavating tools?"
Yes, exactly.
Have a good one, KB.
Still nothing at the ruins. Oh well. Let's go visit Klaus. My apprentice is like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Andreas, I had heard you were back in passing. God bless you.
Oh my, that sounded very southern. God bless you, Father Thomas. It's good to see you again.
Hopefully this visit will be less eventful than your last. Passing has enough going on as it is. We have our bonfire for St. John's Eve tomorrow night. People get up to all sorts of mischief. And then it's my job to hear their confessions in the days that follow. Not to mention the grumbling the peasants are making. That's just talk, brother. No need to scare our guests with such things. That is priesthood. Shut the fuck up, guy! I'm sure if there's trouble, Master Marlowe will be the first to stick his nose in it. It's easy enough for you to come and go. You don't have to live with the consequences. After Frank was executed, Father Abbott made Matthew the new prior. Frank may have been annoying, but Matthew is even worse, so thanks for that. It would have been better for everyone if you had simply allowed Brother Piero to die. After all, he only had a few years left anyway.
Stare menacingly at him.
Stay still. I'm gonna go fuck up a monk.
Friends, there's no
need for such ire. Forgive me, Father Thomas. I let my passions get the better of me. Besides, that's not even why I came down here. I actually came to speak to you on the abbot's behalf, Andreas. Father Gano would like to invite you to come to the library tomorrow morning if you're interested in purchasing some of our books.
That hard up for money, is he? Oh, wonderful, fantastic. Wait! Are things so bad the abbot is selling off Carousel's treasures?
The abbey needs the money more than it needs ink-stained parchment. No one values these books anymore except, perhaps, you. The library is not quite ready yet, as it does not see much use. If you could come by tomorrow morning, Mother Illuminata can show you what is available.
Mother Illuminata?
Yes, Mother Cecilia passed a few years ago.
I'm so sorry to hear that. How did she pass?
Peacefully, in her sleep. So, tomorrow morning?
All right. Tell him to expect me.
I'm sure he will be overjoyed. And, Andreas, I apologize for my harsh words before. It was rash. Brother Piero was a pious man and a skilled artist. We miss him. I actually really like the top one.
I appreciate you saying that. I miss him too.
Excellent. I'm so glad you two were able to work things out. Father Thomas, do you have a moment to speak inside the church? I think so. Why? Private matter? Oh, of course. Of course. Until tomorrow, God bless you, Andreas. Not he blesses you first. Casper, this is how we listen in on priest conversations. I love that Martin somehow looks even dodgier as an adult with a beard.
Right?
Sir, please. We've been walking for so many days, and it's always raining.
I know. Look. Look at the printing press sign. First, I want to go see the widow. Martin's house is locked. Sorry, I'm quickly.
Pig!
It's a dead end.
Chicken.
Oh, she's not home. Who?
But she's also apparently still alive,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Doesn't seem to be anybody around. Let's see the Gertners. Locked. Locked. Go follow the plot, you fool! Yeah, it's not gonna let me go anywhere else. Go to the Druckers. That's the only place you can go. Alright, we're going to the Druckers. Who's this little bean?
Playing with a kitty. Magdalene. Ah.
Klaus, I'll talk to you in a minute. I have to look at the rest of your house. You're doing pretty well now, Klaus. I'm impressed.
You got a nice bed. You got stuff with colour on it.
Hello, Klaus. Andreas. I'm sorry, Klaus. I know it's been a long time.
7 years. 7 years and nothing from my friend, Andreas. First Bert, then Marie just after Magdalene was born. My wife always thought highly of you. I cannot believe you didn't write back after I told you that they had passed.
I'm sorry. I should have written.
Yes, you should have. Too late for that now, though.
Okay, Popo.
Oh, hello. She likes you.
Your business seems to have grown. What are you printing?
The 12 articles. They were originally written by Swabian peasants who were demanding changes from their lords. Freedom from serfdom, freedom to hunt and use the woods as God intended, freedom from compulsory labor. Abolition of the inheritance tax, fair appraisal of rent, the return of property to common use and ownership. Bavaria isn't Swabia, but their complaints are just as valid for the peasants of Tassen.
Ah, so this is Otto's cause.
He's caught you here already. The abbot has been squeezing the peasants for years. Now he's squeezing the townsfolk, and we're pushing back. Their cause is righteous, Andreas. If you haven't seen the Gertners lately, you should visit them.
And Otto had you print these?
Yes, why?
Well, I didn't think he could read.
He can't, but just about everyone else in town can. He speaks, I print. Just trying to do my part, I suppose. I'm sorry, I'm still not in the mood for this late reunion. Come back for dinner tomorrow, please. You should go to the Commons, hear what Otto has to say. It's with her.
I understand. Until later, Klaus.
Until then. Why did you write to no one, my dude?
Yeah, why did I just, like, not write to anybody anymore? Widower to his wife Maria. Although Tassing is an unusual place for press, he does brisk trade with pilgrims and other travelers on the Imperial Road. His first son Berthold died to illness.
I like Berthold.
He's raising his only daughter Magdalene alone. Aww. Just telling us what Swabia is. A cold reunion. Klaus wasn't happy to see me. I probably should have written back to him when he contacted me about Murray and Bert. Nothing to be done about it now. He's printing leaflets for Otto to promote the peasants' demands. He says that I should leave to the commons to hear Otto give a speech to the town. Shall we leave it? We're just about out of time for today. So maybe we won't go to central town just yet. Maybe we can go to the Druckers, like he to the Gertners, like he recommended. I do want to see if the widow's available yet. No. Let me see.
This poor kid.
I know. Gertner house is closed. Oh, well, looks like I'm going to get the speech anyway.
So many people. Everyone listen. We all know why we're here. Nothing I'm going to say will be a surprise. Nothing I'm going to say hasn't already been spoken behind closed doors, whispered to your neighbors. Nothing I'm going to say is untruthful, so it's time we started saying it openly. Year after year, the Abbey has found new ways to tax the peasants. Piece by piece, the Abbey has taken away our right to use God's forest to support our families. Law after law gets heaped upon us, restrictions on how we can pay rent. Limits on where we can move, who we can wed.
Really? That's new.
And now the death tax, which once claimed only our best animal and garments, takes half our estate.
Jesus God.
No consideration for widows. No consideration for children. What about the town council, the rat house?
Rathaus, the community hall where people...
the community hall where people meet, typically a council that governs day-to-day affairs under the authority of a lord. This has been a use of the identify spell. Surely that's a sign that the abbot wishes to share his power, to listen to our grievances. You have a good heart, Ulrich. You always want to see the best in people. But no. The council is a way for the abbot to divide us, to pit a favoured few against the many. This is not charity. No, only greed and desperation drive Father Gano. You would think that if the abbot could, he would steal a dead man's soul from heaven itself.
Jesus.
And when we protested, what did Father Gano do? He locked the shrine of Saint Moritz. Saint Moritz is the patron saint of Tassing. Legend states he was the Egyptian-born commander of a Roman legion who converted to Christianity. They were all martyred for their faith. His hand is a relic in Kirsash.
Which was a tourist attraction, basically.
He won't allow the people of this town, the farmers of this land, to pray before the relic. Now, when we most need the intercession of our saint, the abbot has shut us out. Father Gano's actions aren't just, they aren't Christian. We have endured this abuse for too long. It's time we let the abbot know we won't take it anymore.
Sounds in favor.
Rabble, let's fix this.
Stop! This is foolish. Soldiers are already patrolling nearby towns. If you push against the abbey, you'll incur the Duke's wrath. You could get the town razed and everyone killed.
Anna's right. The Duke is a powerful force in Bavaria. You're playing a dangerous game, Otto. You lot know instead, Lenhart. Don't be shy. Speak up if you have cause. We won't be overrun. The peasants of Salzburg are able to take the city and have their cause heard. If the people can get the Archbishop of Salzburg to listen to them, we can do the same with the abbot.
My apprentice is from Salzburg.
Master Andreas, do you think my family in Salzburg is alright?
I don't know, Casper, but we can find out.
Alright. Enough is enough. We can't stand by while the abbot continues treating us poorly.
That's right.
People all over Swabia are taking back their God-given rights. Why shouldn't we do the same?
Martin's right. We deserve better. We can do this.
Well spoken, Martin. Everyone ought to consider what he said. Martin has proved dependable these last few years. This is what he was feeding Martin in the meadow earlier. He was feeding him lines.
You think?
Yeah. The fact he's just gone, Martin's proved himself dependable, and in the meadow he was like, fuck's sake, pain in my ass. But if the words of men can't persuade you, perhaps a sign from a greater power will. The abbot may have locked us out of our shrine, but God has shown me that he is with us.
How?
I think that's all I should say for now. Thank you all for coming.
What did you do, Otto? Oh, no. The television is shaming us.
Crimes and lies. Crimes and lies.
Oh, Otto has an audience, doesn't he?
Oh, he does.
Good day, Andreas. Clara, it's been too long. It's lovely to see you again. Hi, Andreas. I'm surprised to see you after your long absence from tasking. At this rate, we thought we'd never see you again. I was gone too long. I'm sorry for not sending word of my arrival. You certainly did pick an odd time to visit. We're in the middle of a strange season.
You found the goodness.
Your speech was very rousing, Otto. I swear they get better each time. What should we say? I'm going to say I hope the Duke doesn't catch word of this.
We're past the point of caring, Mala. If you were in our position, you'd understand that. Yeah, that...
You're right. It's not my place to judge. I'm just concerned.
It's appreciated, but we know the risks.
Otto, did you really see a sign from God? Is that true? Can understand why many people hate the abbot. I'm going to finish this conversation and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah. It is, Andreas. I swear. Come talk to me later. I'll tell you what I can, okay?
Anyway, Andreas, you and yours should come by our house for supper. We'd be delighted to have you. Sound good to you, Casper?
Yes, Master Andreas, I'm starving.
Our table is sparse, but we'll be sure to feed you well. Thank you. We'll see you there. Go to the Gertners for supper. And this is a perfect place to leave it. Because I want to go talk to a bunch of people and see a bunch of other stuff first. This is very interesting what's happened. Aww. Is that little,
Magdalene.
Magdalene.
With her little kitty.
7 years later, huh?
7 years later.
Very interesting.
The time jump is such a smart way to do things.
And you can already see the ripples. Like, if you had thrown Martin under the bus,
would he be there?
Would he be here now?
Yep.
I'm wondering what happens when I meet with Matthew as the new prior. Especially knowing I have some blackmail over him.
The fact that Gano is so hard up for cash, he's prepared to entertain and basically submit to you buying some of the books.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, now I know why we were only 23% through the game. That's for sure.
First murder solved, kind of.
Well, first murder concluded. I don't really think it was solved so much as it was never going to be solved. It was just a matter of what piece you gave up for it, basically. All right. Tell all the folks where they can find us the rest of this week.
Was it Matthew and Ferenc we saw canoodling in the library? I think it may have.
If it may have been, then Matthew's not going to like us.
Yeah.
In the slightest.
You can next catch us on Friday when the next issue of our Hugo-nominated pop culture newsletter, The Full Lid, goes live. Some really nice posters in this one. There's a great playout, and we're talking about Godzilla -1 and Godzilla X Kong, and how they are wildly different, and why they're wildly different, and also both still kind of in the case of Godzilla -1, fantastic, and in the case of Godzilla X Kong, a good time. Then on Sunday
we will probably be slightly sleep deprived because we're going to a wedding on Saturday. But we will on Sunday be starting unpacking, which I'm hoping is going to be a relaxing, lovely, and not completely reducing me to tears instantly game. We'll find out, won't we?
That'll be fun.
Yeah, and on Sunday we'll probably talk a little bit more about what it is we're going to stream next. Because Alistair's had an intriguing idea.
Yes, I did.
About Dredge. And we'll talk about it with the Sunday crew if you're able to join us.
Indeed. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's always a pleasure to see you folks, and I hope you had a good time with us wandering around medieval Germany, having really horrible things happen.
Yeah. Ugh.
In the meantime, sleep well, those of you who are. Those of you at the top of your day, have a great one.
Yep.
And we'll see you next time. I've been Alistair.
I've been Marguerite.
And this has been fun.
Have a great evening, everybody. We'll see you on... What is today? Today's Wednesday? We'll see you on Sunday. See you at Bashar! Yeah, exactly. There we go. Have a good one, folks. It's only got like 1 minute and 8 seconds until we get to 2 hours.
That's exactly 2 hours, and you crave neatness.
So I crave completeness. So now I have to vamp for a minute. Quick, vamp for 60 seconds. This is ridiculous. I really want to see the drawing of the flood of kittens. That sounds adorable.
Right. That
or it looks like a Miyazaki-esque, like, fast-moving wave where, like, kitten heads and stuff, like, erupt from it and then get subsumed back into the water.
Like a big organic tidal wave of kitten.
Doesn't that sound delightful? I would love an organic tidal wave of kittens. That would be amazing.
And as symmetry approaches, for the 7 of you still on the stream, I would like to say thank you for your patience, and we will see you on Sunday.
Ta-da! Okay, now I can stop the stream because we've hit the 2-hour mark. I feel complete. Thank you very much. Have a good night, everybody.